What is going on, everyone? My name is Boyd and I am back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Oranos is ValhallaAwaits. His opponent today in the red color playing as Ra is Xerxes the First. This is the best of 3 for the Random Civilization Smurf Wars hosted by DOD's Shelty. I believe there is 100 buckaroos in it for the winner. So whoever wins comes out with a nice cash prize there. The map is Midgard, and we've seen some really strong play here from Xerxes with those War Elephant doing absolute work in the first game. In this second game, we're seeing Valhalla get his Oranos. I doubt he was a Gaia player from that showing in the first game, but he gets his Oranos, so he may know what to do in this matchup here on this map, have a build order down and see what he can make happen. But I guarantee you that this is Xerxes here. He knows how to play Ra on this map. Just from how he played that first game there, it's very obvious that he's got some skills. You can see what he can do and maybe take some notes on the old build order that he goes for. But generally speaking, we've been seeing Ra go 4 villages food, 4 villages wood, 4 villages gold, and then more villages to wood to span out those fishing ships and get a gigantic food economy before potentially water fighting, semi-fast heroicing off of that, or grabbing early 2 town centers, or even going for fast mythics is an option here. So we'll see what he chooses to do here. We've got ValhallaAwaits chucking up his mana, singing 99% citizen. Not what you want to do. Not what you want to do at all here. Does have resources to build the next citizen though. And he's going to be moving it over onto some hunt over here. It's a long distance to walk. It may be better just to grab the berries, but maybe he'll get there and it'll make it all worthwhile for him. So, for Oranos, your build order is kind of your first villager on dock will then go over to wood. You put 2 villages straight onto food. You build 2 or 1 fishing ship only as Oranos. I believe it's 1, it might be 2. And then you build a manor with spare 25 wood. You dump the food from your fishing ship at 90% on the citizen. 95% if it's right next to the dock. And that way you get that extra citizen popping out at a good timing. And then once you have 2 citizens on food, you go 2 citizens on wood, and you span out fishing ships till you have 6. And you go to the classical age at 4:30, and while you're advancing to the classical age, you build out more fishing ships in order to catch up to your opponent. I believe there's room for some fiddling in that build order for like a 5:15. Where you like work out how many hits of the gold mine. You'll need to hit the gold mine for 25 gold to build an extra mana. And I reckon you can get out more fishing ships and have a stronger go at it. But we do see Xerxes chucking up these houses nice and early to defend this gold mine. It is a very open gold mine with watchtowers or sentry towers not protecting this at all. So we'll see if Valhalla can notice this and potentially go for like a Mermillo all-in would be something super interesting, like double military barracks, Mermillo all-in, go for this location and try and gold starve here. And if you see Xerxes chuck down a barracks, that's when you throw down your counter barracks and go for the terminal of the current baluster. So we'll see what happens. But we do have Xerxes with still only 4 villages on the wood. Yeah, I think he noticed the gold mine and he's like, alright, I gotta defend this. This is gonna be a difficult one for me here, so I need to get classical age. So I might be able to build a watchtower behind here and just make sure that I don't lose straight away here to some cheese. But because of that, we're going to be seeing a really low amount of fishing ships from Xerxes. And I say that and he's still got 13 out with a 5-minute. Oh, he's actually not advancing. This isn't as fast as I thought it would be. Surprisingly, you can actually get this build order here with what he did at 5 minutes from what I can recall. But I think he needed to spend some villager time on building these houses and stuff like that. So unfortunately for him, he's going to be a bit behind the curveball because of the map, but That's fine. We got Valhalla going through Oceanus here. What? Okay, Oceanus is going to be building Tri-Bareem here. And maybe going for an all-in on the water here, trying to control the water. He gets the servant out, which it's not really a unit to be sneezed at. It does some work, but it's mostly used to as a raiding unit because it gets extra. Actually, I don't know. I don't know what it does. No, that's a different unit. That's the heroic age, the narrate or whatever it is. That's bonus damage against fishing ships. So the servant just kind of is like an extra support to your army. It doesn't have a lot of HP, only 300 HP. Doesn't have a lot of pierce armor, 30%, so it gets dealt with fairly easily. But it's the Carnivora that is the big one. Now, if I ever advance behind my opponent in terms of age, I don't want to be sending my cabinet forward. I leave them near my dock on both sides. And then when he comes in, I fight him back on that way, and I go the way that he's coming. If I advance before him, I pick the way. And we do see the Carnivora coming down onto this dock. It's going to be a slow process to take it down, but it will be falling eventually. The cabinets can come in and take it out. You can bring over a priest if you feel like it to take it out. We've got a barracks coming up for Xerxes as well. Just preparing for all of the shenanigans that Valhalla can do. Well, the cabinets will be able to take down this Carnivora fairly soon, and now we've got Valhalla coming in to try and take down these Bareems here. Not even garrisoning into the dock just yet. Looks like the Bareem's going to be getting out of here. And I believe the Serpent slows these down just a touch. 5.5 speed to the 6. Ooh, the 7.25 speed of the Bareem. So getting the Servant out does make it a little bit easier for the cabinets to chase it down, but the Carnivora gets picked off. Does about half HP to this Xerxes dock. So one more Carnivora there may be able to deal with that one. We're taking down some of these Bareem who are getting out of here. ValhallaAwaits on the other side of the map as well. Xerxes not dealing with this multi-attack very well, as all of his cabinets over here. Valhalla, you don't have to fight this one. Ooh, gets the shockwave in there. And the servant gets picked off though. But as soon as the shockwave's over, the cabinets are back to fighting. And this is 6 Bareem versus 10 cabinet. 5 versus 10. So these Bareem just going to fall very, very fast. And it's like Valhalla's going to lose these Bareem as well over here. Well, looks like he's maybe going to sacrifice some of the Bareem to try and sacrifice the Bareem's life to kamikaze onto the fishing ships. Try and prevent Xerxes from getting that food economy coming. But now Valhalla is caught out the cabinets yet again from Xerxes. But Xerxes gets the positioning in here, and now he can win this fight nice and easily. Takes 2 Bareems down for only 1 cabinet there. He's moving forward, and it's looking like Valhalla still only has 6 fishing ship here. So the economy is severely in favor of Xerxes right now. We've got Cabinet taking out more of Valhalla's Bareem. Not sure what he can do at this point, but on the bright side, he's been pumping villages nicely this game. Has a lot of wood villages, 2 docks, could potentially throw down, he probably should throw down the 3rd dock. The Carnivora gets thrown down, but not close enough to any of these Cabinet. Cabinet running past the Bareem yet again. Nice micro pulling back, but not the correct Cabinet. Oh, and he tries to misclicking here, unfortunately. But I'm going to be taking out some of these Bareem as well, and the Bareem going to have to run away. Well, they kind of, maybe they're going to go back to the fishing ships here, but running through these Cabinet means he's going to lose even more of them, and looking like almost picks that one off. 14 HP left. That's one more shot from a Cabinet, and we've got 2 town centers now for Xerxes. He's got his Axeman out, he's got his Spearman out, and he's got his Wadjet out as well. The armory coming down now for Valhalla. Like he wants to get to the heroic age and see what he can do with that one, but he's going to be greeted with all of these classical units. There's 1,000 gold left over here, and Valhalla's got a lot of food in the bank, that's for sure. He needs the gold income in order to get to the next age. Now we're seeing watchtowers coming down, villagers moving forward for Xerxes. Potentially going to see an all-in onto this town center here. Throwing down watchtowers as well. This is an absolute all-in right now. And there's no military buildings here for ValhallaAwaits. And he's throwing down watchtowers for some reason. How many villages are here? 21? 23 villages. 25, maybe 30 villages are here. Let me see, 26 in total. So you can take this town center down very, very fast. And they are coming through though for Valhalla, but I don't think he's going to be able to prevent the villager attack here. And GG, Xerxes, ValhallaAwaits tabs out when he sees the rush coming in for him. And Xerxes gets the win, gets the 2-0 and gets to move on to the next round. Unfortunately for ValhallaAwaits, he's out of the tournament. But that's going to be that one. I believe these had Skin of the Rhino as well. So that's extra, 10% extra hack damage plus 30% extra armor. So it takes a long time to kill them. And then they take down those town centers fast because they're low HP. This was definitely all she wrote for this game. So well played by Xerxes. Move on to another game shortly. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been fun. Super good games so far.